Donald Trump is freaking out over on his social media platform, Truth Social. He released this truth earlier today. How can DOJ possibly charge me, who did nothing wrong, when no other presidents were charged, when Joe Biden won't be charged for anything, including the fact that he has 1,850 boxes, much of it classified, and some dating back to his Senate day when even Democrat senators are shocked. Also, President Clinton had documents and won in court. Crooked Hillary deleted 33,000 emails, many classified, and wasn't even close to being charged. Only Trump, the greatest witch hunt of all time. Now, Donald Trump also released a video pretty much complaining about Jack Smith.
Biden is guilty of obstruction. 1,850 boxes unchecked, many found in Chinatown, heavy on classified documents. He has been totally uncooperative, won't show the documents under any circumstances, and is fighting like hell. I very simply went by the Presidential Records Act. Very importantly, it was designed and written for this purpose. Have a right to declassify and did absolutely nothing wrong, but was purposely given by the DOJ and Biden, a Trump-hating prosecutor, Jack Smith. He's a Trump hater. His wife's a Trump hater. His family's a Trump hater. They all hate Trump. They hate him with a passion. They'll do anything they can to hurt Trump. But he's a harasser and an abuser of our people in order to obstruct and interfere with the 2020 presidential election. That's why they're doing it. We're leading by a lot in the polls. If I weren't, I believe it would all stop. Or if I weren't running, I believe it would all stop immediately. But that's not going to happen. The public will not stand for this unequal treatment. Joe Biden is guilty. I am not at all. Thank you very much.
Same old nonsense there from Donald Trump. It's looking like he might be charged, might be indicted within the next week or two, largely because he's complaining so much. His lawyers had a meeting today that didn't look like it went very well. Here's his lawyer coming out of that meeting with a face that says, "Oh yeah, we're screwed." But going back to Donald Trump's post on Truth Social, I mean, we can just completely pick this thing apart and how it's just full of lies. I mean, he starts by saying that he did nothing wrong. Okay, Donald, so you stole documents from the White House. You took them with you down to Lago, to Bedminster, when you knew that you couldn't do that. You were asked to return them. You refused to turn them. Then you spoke on tape to writers about these documents, specifically a classified document detailing an attack on Iran. And then when you were asked to return those documents, you didn't know where they were. You lost them. You misplaced them. Or you sold them to the highest bidder. We don't know. We can't be sure, but you definitely did something wrong, Don. You definitely did. And then he throws out all these whataboutisms that are just complete lies. Biden has 1,850 boxes of classified documents. Really? Oh, they're all in Chinatown. I know they're in Chinatown. Really? Prove it. Oh, well, that's just what I heard. That's just what I heard. I don't know. And then he does this thing where he says, even Democratic senators were shocked that Biden took classified documents back in his Senate day, which again, Donald Trump is an idiot. So of course he misspells words in these truth posts. He says Democratic senators were shocked. And he's said this before. He speaks for Democrats. He says, even Democrats think that I was the worst treated president of all time. I've had Democrats call me and say, "Oh, Donald, they're just coming after you. I can't believe it." I follow this stuff minute to minute, day to day. I've never heard a Democrat say that. Why does he do that, though? It's because he knows that his mega cult over on Truth Social, they are not going to believe anything that a Democrat says or anything that anyone who is just even in the slightest anti-Trump, they're not going to believe a word that they say. So Donald just says, he just figures, oh, I can speak for him, right? These people aren't going to know the difference. So yeah, oh yeah, even the Democrats say, oh, I'm just being treated so unfairly. And then he brings us back to Clinton. And he throws Bill Clinton out there. He says, Bill Clinton had documents and won in court. Don, was Bill Clinton's house ever raided by the FBI? Whoops. Oh, no, that was you. Oh, my bad. Hillary Clinton, her emails, 33,000 deleted. Hillary Clinton sat through hours of televised hearings, and the result, there were no indictments, no charges. Let's see you, Don. Let's see you sit through congressional hearings and Senate hearings for hours. I would love to see that. I would pay money to see that, Don. But of course, Hillary is much more courageous and not a criminal like you are. So, of course, you're not going to do that. Now, the leak that came out of Jack Smith's office saying that they had a recording of Donald Trump discussing the classified documents about Iran, that seems to be the dagger. And that tells me that we will have indictments soon. This tantrum from Donald Trump is also kind of indicative that we're going to see charges brought against Donald Trump pretty soon. What those will be, whether they'll be treason, sedition, who knows? But any day now.